I would like to welcome everybody, and especially my friend, Claire. Claire, I think you have something to say today, don't you? I bet you do. Let's welcome Claire and Renee Funderbrook.
Hi everybody, like Ronald introduced, I'm Renee Funderbrook and this is my daughter Claire. My husband Steven and our son Alex is also here as well today. I'm going to share with you a little story about having two premature children, how I became familiar with Ronald McDonald House, and how it kind of all ties in with St. Luke's today. Our daughter Claire was born 9 weeks early when I was on a business trip to North Carolina. I had no complications during my pregnancy, and my doctor in Cedar Rapids actually chuckled when I asked him if it was safe for me to travel at 31 weeks. So off I went to North Carolina, and there I was, 1,000 miles from home, 3 a.m. in a hospital room, and my water had broke. My husband took the first flight out of Cedar Rapids, and he actually only missed her birth by 10 minutes. So to say we were overwhelmed was an understatement. Our firstborn was a preemie, and we were in the NICU. What challenges were we going to have to face? We were told we couldn't transfer her closer to home. How long were we going to be there? Where were we going to stay? How were we going to provide all these meals out? How could we afford the NICU bills that were sure to come with everything else? It was just extremely overwhelming. It was not the beautiful experience we thought having our firstborn would be. Quickly, we were put in touch with the local Ronald McDonald House of Winston-Salem. I had heard of Ronald McDonald House and knew that it was a place that families with sick children could stay. But that was about it. So we quickly got our crash course in all the amazing things that they do. Suddenly, a lot of our stress was taken away, and we could focus on our child. Sorry, today makes me so emotional. I'm so excited about it, but it brings back so many of these feelings. One thing that I had never heard of was a Ronald McDonald Family Room. And the hospital that Claire was staying at had one located directly across the hall from her NICU. This room, located within the hospital, was a small version, basically, of the house that we were staying at. It was a wonderful place that during our days we could go over and grab lunch or a snack. There were computers that I could update her care page, I could check my email, I could pay my bills. It was a beautiful facility that felt very home-like and comfortable. There were laundry and shower facilities. There was even a sleep room, actually there were 3 sleep rooms where parents with the most critical babies could sleep or parents could catch a nap during the day. Better than the amenities were the people that we met there during our days. We became friends, which we still keep in touch with. We found support in the people that we met there. On the good days, we cheered on these little amazing babies. And on the rough days, we had a support system to lean on. Once we got home and I got the swing of being a new mom, I started volunteering at the Ronald McDonald House in Iowa City, and about a year later, I was asked to join the board. Fast forward a few years, and I'm pregnant again, this time with my son Alex, who is out there. And this time I knew that we would not be traveling anywhere. We were going to stay close to home, and I was excited about being home to have a baby. We knew that when it was time for her birth, we wanted to come to St. Luke's, time for his birth, we wanted to come to St. Luke's. Alex was born 6 weeks early, and although we kind of had been through this before, it's still something you really don't prepare yourself for. We received fantastic care while we were here at St. Luke's, and I remember feeling so fortunate that we had this wonderful hospital so close to our house. The facility and staff were really top-notch. I tried spending as much time here as possible during his days at the NICU, but I found myself running home each day to go to lunch, to catch up on emails, bills. I had a 3-year-old at home. It was lots of back and forth. I felt guilty that I couldn't be here more and that I wasn't more available his first few days of life. Okay. When I first heard about this opportunity with St. Luke's about 3 years ago, I was extremely excited and couldn't wait to start this project. What I can tell you is that I've had 2 premature babies, and that both situations were very different. Having a premature child, or having a premature baby or sick child, is beyond stressful. And while we had a great experience here at St. Luke's, the support that a Ronald McDonald Family Room provides is immeasurable. There were days with Claire in North Carolina that the family room saved my sanity. You reach a point when the beeping and blaring monitors, the ventilators, the IVs all become too much. I remember breaking down several times. I found peace in the family room. It was located across the hall from the NICU, and the nurses knew that if I wasn't by her bedside, chances were I would be in that room. I found friendship and support. These were people that were going through the same thing as me, and they understood. Whether you have a child in the NICU or pediatric unit, it doesn't matter if you're here for a few days or a few months. Having this family room program is going to be beneficial to all visitors. It's hard as a parent to want to leave your child's bedside. Yet everyone knows we all need a break from time to time. If we can help alleviate the stress that some of these families face, we must absolutely do so. When a parent is able to take care of themselves and manage stress in a healthy way, it is the most beneficial for the child they are caring for. It is also proven that children heal faster when mom and dad are nearby. I've been able to share with you our experience with the Ronald McDonald Family Room, and I hope it gives you a better picture of what this family room can really do. It was a godsend for our family, and I can't wait for Thursday morning when these doors open and we can start helping people right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Renee and Claire. And Claire and Alex, you are exactly why we're here today, so we're really glad that you're here to celebrate with us, so thank you. Well, as you might have guessed by now, I am not Ted Townsend. I am Marianne Osborne, and I am Senior Vice President. And one of the privileges I have is being responsible for the Women's and Children's Service Line along with Diane Seelaw and her team. So it is a real pleasure to be here today to celebrate with you, tell you a little bit about the journey we've been on. And first, let me thank you for coming here to be with us. As I said, this is truly a celebration. I can't think of anything more difficult than watching your children suffer or have to go through a difficult time. And our team here for many, many years has been devoted to family-centered care and making sure that our families had what they needed to get through this difficult time. And the partnership that we now have with Ronald McDonald Organization is just unnatural. Both of us as organizations are committed to children and the support of children and families. So when we talked about how could we enhance and continue to grow and develop our support, it was a natural to partner with the Ronald McDonald Organization. So today we're celebrating a dream that started about 3 years ago, and during that 3-year time we have been working together, not only with both organizations, but with all of you, our generous donors and people that support us along the way. This would absolutely not be possible without the generosity of our community and the support of our community. We are very, very fortunate, and I hope that you've had a chance to go upstairs and actually see the area. If you haven't, we invite you to do so after we're through here today. It is a beautiful area, and the thing that I think I enjoy the most about this is it's not just a space, but it's about the people in the space, and the partnership with Ronald McDonald and the volunteers that they help organize and provide that personal touch in that space is what really makes it magical. It makes it work. So we're delighted to have you here today, and I can't thank you enough. And with that, I really want to introduce to you Katie, who is our partner in crime here. And Katie, please come forward.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Tuning, and I have the honor of being the board president of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. That's a mouthful. We are so happy to be here today. To say we're excited is an understatement, and I think that's probably echoed amongst everybody here in the room, whether you're from a St. Luke's representation or from the Ronald McDonald House. We're just really excited about the impact we're going to have on these families. I would like to take a minute to just give a couple of thank yous of how this day became possible. Rick Barbary is around here somewhere. Rick is our global Ronald McDonald House partner. He's in the back there. He really was instrumental in getting this family room started and off the ground, working very closely with our staff and helping us along the way of answering our questions as we helped answer St. Luke's questions. And really, this journey has really been moved along by Rick's help in the process. We would like to thank all of those at St. Luke's that have helped in this adventure. We'd like to thank Ted Townsend, Diane Seelaw, Ann Overton, and Carla Pizarek. Anyone who has been part of these meetings knows it's been a lot of hard work and a little bit of the unknown and a little bit of just kind of going on faith and getting some of these things done. Also, the St. Luke's Foundation has been very hard at work in getting the funds developed to make this place possible. We specifically like to thank Mary Klinger for all the hard work that she has done throughout this process. I personally would like to thank our Ronald McDonald House staff. This is the first family room that Eastern Iowa Charities has brought together, and it has been an adventure to say the least, and our staff has taken it. Kristen, Jake, Carson, Kristen, Sam, Brittany, and now Jenny, our new family room coordinator here at St. Luke's, have all just been very very positive in the whole process of things, and just kind of rolling with the punches and saying, yep, I can do that, let's try that out. And so we're very thankful to our staff and all that they have done, and we appreciate your hard work. This is the first physical program that our charities, besides our house, has put together. So we have the house in Iowa City, we have grants, we have scholarships, we have a food pantry, but to actually have another physical space outside of the house is a big first for us. And so that's very exciting to see that come to fruition here at St. Luke's. We're to be expanding our programming in that extent of another place for those families to stay, another way for us to serve our patient population or those of the Eastern Iowa area is very exciting for us. A quote that I think of often when I think of the Ronald McDonald House is, the true meaning of life is planting a tree under whose shade you will never sit. I have 3 children of my own, and I can't imagine what some of those families are going through when they walk through those stairs or through those doors up there. So just knowing that if we can provide them a moment of some sort of relief, a little bit of a letdown to kind of just have that cup of tea or that bowl of oatmeal or something to just walk away from those rooms and know that we, St. Luke's, Ronald McDonald House, all of us together have helped give that moment to those families. That really is amazing to me, and I just appreciate everything that everyone in this room has done to get us to that point. So with that, I don't know who I hand this over to now. All right. Come on up.
Thank you, Katie, for your leadership of Ronald McDonald. And in addition, I want to thank each board, the teams and staff of the Ronald McDonald House Charities, and of course St. Luke's Hospital. And when I look at this and all of the people, and I'm upstairs and see all of the excitement going on about the passion of what we're doing for children and families. I know Ted wishes he doesn't have a temperature today and had to stay away from this, but the Ronald McDonald Family Room will enable us to keep families together through one of the most difficult times in their lives. I would like all of us to pause for a moment and think about this. Think about that newborn baby or that child that is so very special to us, but at the same time is also very, very sick. We have dreams for that child. We know healing improves if the family is present. So now we have a place to provide comfort, care, and healing for each family as well as the child. This project has been particularly important to me because I have recently experienced a grandchild in the NICU. Many years ago, when our second was born, he was in the hospital after a month. And I remember the nurse saying, wow, we don't usually get him in here quite this tiny, and how scared each of us were at that time. The stress on a family at that moment is so very, very incredible. So thanks to each one of you in this room for making this happen. As many of you know, the campaign started last summer. Because of generous donors like you, the campaign was successful, and the foundation raised $600,000 to complete the capital expenses. And what's really exciting is we also have $100,000 that was raised to establish an endowment, and those funds will be used for the maintenance of the Ronald McDonald Family Room. As you know, to be great takes a team. The generosity of many who contributed to this project helped make this dream our reality. Each gift that helped us arrive to this celebration holds a special place, not only in our hearts, but in the hearts of all the families who will use this space. I'd like to publicly thank a few of those individuals at this time. The Dardenne Family Foundation, the St. Luke's Auxiliary, Paul Perrine Foundation, Dr. Morgan J. Foster Pediatric Endowment, Variety, the Children's Charity, St. Luke's Associates, Skogman Companies, and the late Ed and Joan Hemphill, to name just a few. Please be sure when you go upstairs to visit the interactive donor wall, which recognizes all those who have supported our efforts beginning at the $3,000 level. Once again, please know you are part of something very special. Nearly 1,800 families will be served within this first year of the Ronald McDonald Room, and there will be no cost to the patients and their families. So thanks to all of you. As I close the program, please stay and enjoy a tour of the wonderful area. We'll now move upstairs to the ribbon cutting ceremony and the tours. And thanks again for your support and for joining us.